Can you guess which female celebrities got exposed for cheating on their partner? Well, we all know that infidelity is rampant in Hollywood, but if you think that men are the only ones who cheat, think again. Because in this video, we are counting down the top 10 celebrities exposed for cheating on their boyfriends. Number 10, Jada Pinkett Smith. Although the Smiths themselves wouldn't call it cheating, the rest of the world was shocked when August Alsina spoke about a relationship that he had with Jada Pinkett Smith during an interview in June of 2020. He said, "I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly, really deeply love and have a ton of love for her." He also revealed that Will Smith knew about it the whole time and had even given them his blessing. Although Jada initially denied the claims, she eventually confessed to being in an entanglement with August, and she and her husband were separated. She said, "We decided we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy." They both went on the red table talk together in a heartbreaking episode, and Jada told Will how she came to be romantically involved with August. She confirmed that yes, she had a relationship with him, but denied that her husband ever gave them his blessing, insisting that they were separated at the time. In the end, a heartbreaking photo of Will glaring became a viral meme, and everyone started googling the word entanglement. Number 9, Kris Jenner. In classic Kardashian style, Kris admitted in her book that she cheated on her first husband, Robert Kardashian. For a lot of people, this was a difficult pill to swallow, considering that they essentially had the perfect life. Robert was a wealthy entrepreneur and lawyer. He and Kris had 4 children together, and they lived in a beautiful home in Beverly Hills. But somewhere along the line, Kris admitted that she felt like something was missing. So when she was introduced to professional soccer player Todd Waterman, who was 10 years younger than her, she became involved in an affair. She said, "When you're very young, you do a lot of stupid things. Probably the biggest regret of my life that I ended up having an affair. I was probably just really naive and stupid and restless, and I didn't realize that marriage has its ups and downs. Sometimes people think the grass is always greener, and that was like what I think I went through at some point." The bombshell revelation first came out in her memoir, and Khloe later revealed that the affair completely destroyed her dad and had a terrible effect on the family. So clearly they've all dealt with the consequences of her infidelity. Number 8, Paris Hilton. The reality star was dating Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys in the early 2000s. They definitely seemed like an it couple, but when Paris started filming the 2005 film House of Wax, she ended up having an affair with her co-star Chad Michael Murray. This was truly a disaster because at the time he was married to Sophia Bush. It completely ended their relationship, but even after separating, they still had to keep working together for another 3 years on One Tree Hill. If that's not awkward, I don't know what is. As for Paris, she got exposed by Nick's younger brother Aaron Carter, who accused her of cheating on Nick when he went on the Tyra Banks show in 2006. Nick then addressed this during a radio interview with Ryan Seacrest, where he admitted that his brother let the cat out of the bag. The singer also claimed that he got back at Paris when he hooked up with Ashley Simpson. So obviously there was still a lot of immaturity there when it came to dealing with infidelity. He said, "I'm not saying that Paris is a bad person, but I'm saying she's got to work her problems out." Number 7, Livia Giuggioli. The Italian producer was married to Colin Firth for 22 years. On the outside, they looked like a happy couple, living in the Italian countryside with their 2 sons. But on the inside, things were very different. In 2019, their marriage ended after Livia admitted to being involved in an 11-month-long affair with her childhood friend Marco. Although she tried to cover it up at first, and she claimed that he was stalking her. Police eventually opened an investigation into him after he made threatening phone calls to the couple and sent Colin explicit photos of Livia. Marco eventually spoke to the Times and claimed that the 2 of them were romantically involved and she was going to leave her husband for him. Quote, "She filed a complaint against me for stalking out of fear that I could go public with what she had revealed to me about her marriage and work." Although Livia denied these claims at first, the media pressure became too much and she eventually admitted to the affair. After this news came out, Colin and Livia's marriage imploded, and in December of 2019, they announced their official separation. This story was really quite crazy and involved a lot of twists and turns, but to a lot of people, it was simply astonishing that anyone would choose to cheat on Colin Firth. Number 6, Kristen Stewart. The actress met Robert Pattinson on the set of Twilight, and the 2 of them quickly became romantically involved. Fans were absolutely obsessed with the then it couple, but their relationship came to a halt when paparazzi photos were released of Kristen kissing film director Rupert Sanders. He was the director of Snow White and the Huntsman, which she also starred in. The shocking photos circulated across tabloids everywhere, and fans were rightfully heartbroken. Even Donald Trump had a lot to say about the incident. In the end, both of them were forced to publicly apologize. Sanders tried to do some damage control by calling the kiss a momentary lapse in judgment. Kristen also had to apologize to Rob, but it didn't really help because the 2 of them broke up soon after. Unfortunately, they actually had to complete the press tour for Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, so that must have been very awkward. They did get back together for a time, but eventually broke up for good. It's safe to say that their relationship never recovered, but several years later in an interview, the actress insisted that it wasn't an actual affair, but because of the intense media scrutiny at the time, she didn't see the point in denying it. Number 5. Heidi Klum. The German supermodel was married to Seal for 7 years, and by all accounts the couple appeared to be very happy together. They would renew their wedding vows every year and became known for plenty of PDA on the red carpet. But in 2012 they decided to separate, and the singer shocked the world when he revealed that Heidi had been having an affair with her bodyguard. He made the claims to TMZ and said, "Whilst I didn't expect anything better from him, I would have thought that Heidi would have shown a little more class, and at least waited until we separated first before deciding to fornicate with the help." Seal then insisted that his top priority was his children's well-being. The former couple have 3 biological children together, as well as one that they adopted. He went on to say, "That's what happens when 2 people separate. They move on and generally meet other people in their lives. Certainly don't expect Heidi to all of a sudden become a nun, but as always my main priority is the emotional well-being of my children, and to be quite honest, if there is going to be someone else in their lives, I would much rather it was a familiar face." Number 4. Meg Ryan. In the 90s, the actress was married to Dennis Quaid, but their relationship imploded when she had a brief affair with her co-star Russell Crowe. Shortly after the affair was made public in 1999, the two of them split up and she started dating Russell. The following year, Meg gave an interview about the scandal and said, "So this is what it feels like to be the Scarlet Woman. I'm having that experience now." She insisted at the time that no third party played a role in the breakdown of her marriage. It dissolved before it became sport for the press. "The reasons we broke up have nothing to do with another person. My marriage was broken, nobody else broke it up. I know it to be true and Dennis knows it to be true. What anyone else thinks I have no control over." But the controversy had a lasting impact on her image, as Meg was once considered America's sweetheart. She finally hit back in 2008 and accused Dennis of cheating on her as well throughout their relationship. She said, "Dennis was not faithful to me for a long time, and that was very painful. I found out more about that once I was divorced." He responded by basically telling her to move on and stop rehashing the details of their relationship. Number 3. Madonna. In 2008, the singer and former New York Yankee Alex Rodriguez dominated the gossip headlines thanks to their much speculated affair. The difficulty was that both Madonna and Alex were married at the time of their alleged romance. In July of that year, A-Rod's wife Cynthia Scurtis decided to leave him for good, but she also confided in a friend that she found letters where her husband described Madonna as his soulmate. According to the New York Daily News, she said, "I feel like Madonna is using mind control over him. I don't recognize the man he's become. He was a sweet, beautiful, loving husband and father. Today he's very cold and calculating." The following month, A-Rod was spotted in the crowd supporting Madonna at one of her concerts, which only fueled more rumors that the two of them were dating, despite the fact that she was 17 years older than him. Although the singer adamantly denied the rumors, her marriage to Guy Ritchie ended in October that same year. The British tabloids had a field day when it came to pointing fingers about what went wrong in their marriage. Apart from the affair, it was said that their marriage ended after Madonna became injured from a horse riding accident on her 47th birthday, and the lengthy recovery put a strain on their relationship. Number 2. Morena Baccarin. After the actress first rose to fame from her role in Firefly, she married a film producer and director named Austin Chick in 2011. During their marriage, they had a son together before he eventually filed for divorce in 2015. Austin then very publicly accused her of cheating on him. Turns out that Morena had gotten pregnant by her Gotham co-star Ben McKenzie while she was still married to him. The scandal brought about intense backlash against their relationship, even though Austin and Morena were in the process of divorcing at the time. She eventually gave birth to her daughter Frances in March of 2016, just 2 weeks after her divorce from her ex was finalized. Aside from all the controversy, Morena certainly got a happy ending and went on to marry Ben in June the following year. She even told People magazine that working with him on Gotham was wonderful and said, "Ben's the sweetest. Very nice to work with your significant other, especially when you're pregnant, because you know you'll get some extra TLC and get taken care of." So despite the persistent rumors of infidelity and the awkward timeline, it does seem like the two co-stars are very happy together. Number 1. Katharine McPhee. The American Idol alum made headlines in October of 2013 when she was caught having an affair with her Smash director Michael Morris. Katharine and her husband Nick Kokas had supposedly separated for 6 months at the time while working on their marriage, but that didn't exactly stop her from getting with someone else. The scandal was huge because Michael was also married to Mary McCormack and had been since 2003. Katharine and Nick didn't finalize their divorce until February of 2016, almost 2 years after she filed for the split and 3 years after they separated. separated. That same year, she opened up about the transgressions in an interview and said, "I don't have any regrets. Of all the choices I made, I learned from in a really deep way." She went on to say that the strong influences in her life have held her accountable for her actions, and that we are all on that journey to have more awareness about who we are as a person. But despite the affair, Katharine insisted that deep down, she's not a cheater. She said, "I'm a one-man kind of gal, and a kind of true romantic at heart." In 2019, she ended up marrying music producer and executive David Foster. So there you go, that's everyone that we have on this list. Please let me know if we missed anyone in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.